Representative Jim Jordan, congratulations on your election victory.
Thank you, Libertarian Don Kissick. It was truly a referendum on conservatism the way I won with 72% of the vote.
Now that you have the House majority back, how will you turn the economy around?
We are going to cut spending.
That is good. Now, what programs will you be cutting?
Programs? What do you mean?
If you are going to cut spending, surely you can specify some of the agencies and departments that will see less taxpayer money.
I don't need to give specifics. I won with 72% of the vote. Why would I jeopardize any of my popularity by giving any details?
You did propose during our debates, setting 2008 spending levels as the federal spending baseline.
Oh, yes, I did. I like that idea. So does John Boehner. Therefore, it is a good idea.
I am not so sure about that. In 2008 we still had a deficit in excess of $250 billion.
So?
Clearly what you are trying to do is recreate the conditions that led to the budget surpluses in the late 90s. However, 12 years ago the United States had a robust economy that during some quarters saw our GDP growing at a rate as high as 8%. This past quarter, the U.S. economic growth rate was stagnating at 1.7%. With as many manufacturing jobs as we've lost to foreign countries since then, it is unlikely we will see our GDP growing at that pace anytime soon.
What does that have to do with my policy suggestions?
It means if your party relies strictly on that plan and simply extending the Bush tax cuts, it is unlikely you will balance the budget any sooner than 2020. In that time you will add at least another $1.5 trillion to our national debt, drive the debt to over $15 trillion, and push it to exceed our nation's GDP by then. Payments on the debt and the interest it has accumulated will make up more than half of all federal expenditures. That will drive the U.S. dangerously close to economic collapse.
Libertarian Don Kissick, you are boring me with all these facts. I ran on platitudes and conservative feel-good propaganda, not the truth. Plus, during my first term I was the only one to submit a balanced budget. But it was shot down by party leadership.
You mentioned it before as well. Who in your party shot that budget down?
Party leadership.
Right. But who, exactly?
Senior Republican leaders.
So, Representative Jim Jordan, since you brag about your would-be balanced budget, surely you can tell me about some specific cuts to spending that you proposed. It was your bill, after all. You did read the bill before you sponsored it, right? Come on, Jim, stay with me here.
Traditional marriage. Family values.
What? You've got to be kidding me.
Traditional marriage. Family values.
Just remember, folks.
Traditional marriage. Family values.
Elections have consequences.